Okay, so we have Sabra and Dominic and Anya and Danny. I can tell you now that one couple is safe and one is in our bottom three. Sabra and Dominic, let's start with you. You took on a hip-hop routine last night. Let's take a look at how you did.
With Shane Sparks at the wheel, the couple were in for a ride.
Where to, miss?
Go.
Hip-hop.
You understand me, at least you say you do. Maybe that's enough for me.
I thought it was terrible that it lasted for such a short time.
Shane, you and the dancers have proven that it can be about story, it can be about emotion. Hip-hop just had a nice breakthrough tonight. So I'd like to say that.
Mary, did they do it for you?
They sure did!
I think I almost lost my breath. Did you lose your breath when Nigel said it was terrible?
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost died.
To wait while we move on to Anya and Danny. You know how I have to do this now. Okay, let's move on to you guys, Anya and Danny.
Choreographing the routine, Se3Eo13.
Explosive, Anya. You're just ridiculous!
Danny, you dance like you think you already know you won the competition. There's something in your dancing that seems to suggest it's like slightly above everything else.
I think you're talking crap.
Oh, well,
I don't believe it's arrogance, okay?
No.
I truly don't believe it's arrogance. I believe it's something you have to find. And it's that little X factor, which is magic.
Just to remind you, one couple is safe and one is in the bottom three. After last night's vote, Sabra and Dominic, you are safe. Congratulations to you, you can leave the stage. Which means, Anya and Danny, you will be dancing for survival later on in the show. Okay, Nigel, we've got our first couple that's in the bottom three. Are you surprised?
Surprised is not the right word, really. I'm sorry that they are, because there's something that they're not doing, which is communicating with the audience. You know, Adam, I'm sorry I said that you were talking crap, but at the same time...
I was. You were beautiful.
Arrogance is a really difficult word to use, because I also associate rudeness with the word arrogance. And Blake, if you like, first season was slightly arrogant. Danny, I've never seen any arrogance in Danny, but there is something that's missing, and it's communication. Whether it's charisma, whether it's warmth, whether it's showing a vulnerability, I don't know. But you can't be that arrogant and be that good. You can't train that hard if you're that arrogant, you know?
I want to retract the arrogant comment completely. You're gorgeous.
Anya, you are one of... Both of these guys are two of our best dancers we've ever had on So You Think You Can Dance. But there's something missing with them.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it is, to be frank.
Okay, maybe it's that you make it look too easy, because it's so fabulous. Well, you're going to be performing solos for us a little bit later on. So there you have it. Anya and Danny will be dancing for their lives tonight. So, that's what your votes have done, America. Our 6 dancers in danger have just a few minutes to prepare for their solos. Well, first up, Anya. Come down here. Wow, you look sensational. And it's so difficult to do that without a partner when you're used to doing a partner dance. Well done. Let's hear it for Anya, everybody. Okay. Next up, showing the judges what he can do. It's Danny.
Please don't leave me off the say you haven't the heart. It's a sunny, sunny day. Sunny, sunny day. Until I say
Wow, truly magical. And your mum, look, standing ovation. Fabulous. Let's hear it for Danny, everybody. Okay, so all 6 dancers in Danger have performed their solos. Judges, I really don't envy you tonight. Nigel, Mary, Adam, if you would like to go backstage and discuss it and decide, I know you don't want to, which guy and which girl are leaving us tonight. Get to it. Come on. That's your mission. You have to accept it. Go.
Can I?
Thank you, Greg.
Guys. The judges are now in their seats, and that means they've decided which dancers are leaving us tonight. Let's start with the girls. Nigel, what have you decided?
We are unanimous in both which lady and which gentleman is leaving us tonight.
Okay.
Although we are really upset, as usual, about having to make the decision. We are not basing our decision purely and simply on the dancing this evening, but taking everything into account across the entire season.
Okay.
Okay? I'll be very clear and specific about that. Jamie, will you step forward, please? You've been wonderful across the season. There's no question about that. And Adam was telling me how brilliant you were for him over the last couple of days. You are going to be staying with us. Anya, please step forward. Anya, we have a real problem in the sense that it's very difficult to pin you down to a solo. Neither of your solos have been particularly strong in what you've done. And we know it's difficult for a ballroom person to do this. However, this is also a solo competition at the end of the day. There'll only be one winner. So somewhere, somehow, if you remain in the competition, you've got to find that, because we know you have the personality and the spark, and we believe that you have grown so far across the series. Which is why we are going to ask you to stay with us.
Congratulations.
Shauna, there is...
Okay. Now it's time for the guys. Nigel, what have you decided?
Again, we are unanimous as a group. Cedric, this is the end of your journey on So You Think You Can Dance, but we believe that this is just the beginning of your journey in dancing. Thank you so much for gracing that stage and taking everything you've done.
Thank you, Hawk. Thank you, Danny. Congratulations. You're still in the competition if you would like to leave the stage for me. And Cedric,